All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with General Jerry,
How's it going, guys?
and we're going to talk about part one or night one of the WWE UK tournament. Basically, I'm bored and I'm doing a video there, not because this was entertaining, really, because some pretty plain shite, mate.
Absolute shite, mate. Absolute shite.
Bunch of quiz, mate.
Bunch of absolute beardy bastards they were.
Like, it wasn't terrible wrestling, but it's just one plain match after another kind of deal with guys you don't know, really.
If you've seen one match, you've seen them all pretty much.
Apart from Mandrews and TNA there, who look pretty friggin' tiny compared to normal-sized wrestlers in this tournament. Mandrews looked like fucking Hornswoggle or something. Eh? But the rest, it was either long hair with beards or fucking blonde guys with mustaches or something. I don't know there.
Pretty much, it was a bunch of General Jerry's with mustaches, WJ. Like, that's pretty much what it is. Pale face, mustaches, and blonde hair, pretty much. Or they have the fucking Sons of Anarchy thing going for them. You know, the fucking the motorcycle look. There was like what, 2 of them or 3 of them that had that look type deal in this tournament. Like, yeah, if you. The face expressions as well, WJ, were like the worst as well.
In the first match, we had Trent Seven, which is a pretty cheap name. I'd say so myself, Jer.
I think you're right, WJ.
Cheap name there. Versus H.C. Dyer, who was pretty much a Muslim guy who was there to take the fall, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was 3-4 of these guys there, the Muslim-looking guys who every one of them got beat. It was all the same looking guys that were winning there. So first match, this Trent Seven, a guy with a big beard and a mustache the whole time. The whole gimmick was just like playing with the mustache there, like this shit. If I can turn this shit on there. Just going like this all the time, you know what I mean? That's all that was there the whole time. And he had like a big pot belly, the guy. Like a big stomach on him or whatever. So big giant beard, the big fat stomach kind of deal, and he won with a clothesline like Okada from the overhyped Japanese match from recently. It was the same finisher, just the clothesline there. So I don't know. It was okay, but it wasn't that exciting. You didn't see this match, Jerry.
Yeah. I was too busy falling asleep there, and then I got woken up because that fucking thing was trending, and I was like, fuck it, might as well watch it and see what this disaster is. So
you came in the second match. Jordan Devlin defeated Danny Burch.
Danny Burch?
Like another plain match, and but the guy was cut open pretty bad behind the head. This Danny Burch started bleeding. There was a 3 count, and I don't know if the finish was fucked on purpose or what there, but it was like a super close to being a kick out, but he didn't kick out on time or something. I don't know. It's some kind of a weird finish, and the guy was full of blood. And then he got up to shake his hand, and then he kicked the bloodied guy right in the face or whatever, like a super kick. The match, it's a Another plain match, this, Jerry, with a fuck finish.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it was just it was a few things I seen before and stuff like that, and then the ending though, where there was blood in the back of the head. I don't know whether that was worked or not, but then the end of the match, and I was like, well, I was pretty cheap there, and then they did the super kick there, which we haven't seen already there with the super kicks and shit, but it was very average, like slightly below average, if I say so. WTF, I'm being brutally honest, like.
Third match, another boring match. Some bald guy. He had like a generic England face. The guy, you know what I mean, Jerry? Like if
Yeah.
he's listening to fucking punk music or something like this, they're some kind of generic England face with a bald head. His name was Sam Gradwell, and he defeated Saxon Huxley. Just another cheap fucking jobber looking guy. He kind of had the Jesus look or whatever.
Oh yeah, everyone was like chanting, "Let's go, Jesus! Jesus sucks." There was like one of those things that there was like chants in the crowd and stuff like that.
Was that
But
the England crowd being smarky or whatever?
yeah, there was a lot of that in this tournament. A lot of that, like the pretty much it's like if anyone's seen the UK darts, it's pretty much like that. Oh, what a pot, mate! Watch some wrestling, I do. That type of shit.
It's just guys who want to hear themselves talk that are cheering nonsense, and meanwhile it's a bunch of boring matches or whatever.
Yeah.
So the only blonde guy, or the only guy who wasn't blonde that won a match, this Jerry, was. They all had blonde hair with a mustache. This guy was bald. The only guy who didn't fit that other look there.
He looked like Agent 47 as well from fucking Hitman. The fucking, he's like pale with a bald head. He looked exactly like Agent 47, but like with a weird face.
Fourth match, some guy called Pete Dunne that they kept showing. This was another blonde guy who was, I don't know, I guess he had the face of a bad guy kind of deal a bit there. He beat some guy called Roy Johnson. It doesn't get any more generic than that. Roy Johnson, and another dancing black guy, if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
was the Roy Johnson there.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter which continent you're from. The black gimmick, there has to be some dancing in it, I guess. But this Pete Dunne guy, it's just a fucking 3 foot tall blonde guy, but he had like a tough guy British face with his mouth like this all the time there. Like this shit. Hi, mate. I'm a queer, mate. I'm a fag, mate. You a fag like me, mate? And he was squinting. I'm a fog, mate.
Didn't he look like he was having a stroke as well? Like, sometimes he was doing that.
That's all it was there. I'm sure the Licks man was excited for this, or he was pretending to care about this on Twitter there. But I like all the guys that you like. Please follow my Twitter account.
This is a real fight, so it is. I'm off the edge of my seat.
It was all like just garbage, pretty much. All plain matches, really. Their fifth match, it just some guy just called Wolfgang. Like, it doesn't get more plain and generic than that. They're just called Wolfgang. You know what I mean? And this was just like a fat guy with a beard and mustache or long hair. Kind of looked like Balls Mahoney a little bit, just with less character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A cheaper version of Balls Mahoney. The Licks man was marking out on Twitter, "Oh my God, he can do everything. He just a big boring fat guy because he did some kind of jump finish there. Was it the Swanton?
Swanton bomb, yeah.
Against some guy called Tyson T-Bone. That's as cheap as it gets. Just a fat guy kind of deal with a shit ton of tattoos or whatever. His gimmick was like an Irish street fighter, Jerry, there.
Well, a traveler or gypsy, pretty much. But as soon as he started talking, because he did a promo, and if anyone knows any Irish travelers, like if you think it's hard to hear what I understand, you should hear some travelers there. It's like, you absolute shit in the bucket. I'm going to kick the shit out of you. I'm going to beat the absolute shit. And I might as well, kind of like that.
These are guys that go from city to have like organized street fights pretty much. They're like, if you look at it on YouTube, it's like shitty looking fake boxing matches. They're real, but it's like amateur big time there. And they talk shit to each other pretty much, and that's big over there. We don't know about that in North America, but in Europe, that's a thing that they do. They're travelers, and this guy, that was his gimmick, Jerry, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And it was like he came in as well, literally wearing a shirt as well and jeans, like, well, chinos. And I was like, oh, okay then.
In the sixth match, we had a generic-looking guy called Joseph Connors who defeated another generic guy called James Drake. Just cheap-looking guys. Like
James Drake. I thought you
I'm,
died inside when you said James Drake there.
I'm Tommy Little Wayne here. What's up with you there? Tommy Little Wayne, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, James Drake, just a couple of skinny jobbers. That's all they look like, with long hair and beard. I don't give a shit. I couldn't even tell the two apart, Jerry.
Yeah.
Just a couple of fucking bums there. Seventh match, we had Mandrews from TNA. At least one guy I know there. Again, who defeated Dan Maloney, another Muslim guy who took the fall, Jerry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like 6 times Mandrews' size. Mandrews looked fucking tiny in here, eh?
Yeah. It didn't make any sense because the guy was bigger than him. And then, like, it was weird because the other guy there, they gave him a promo and they're like, so what's in your head? And he goes, and it just goes, well, I've seen things. What have you seen? I've seen some things. And then he gets beat in the first round. You're like, right? Well, that was a waste of time. You know?
Get us another generic Muslim to get beat here. Call him Dan Maloney. That's got a lot of fucking character right there. And then in the main event, Tyler Bate, which was basically looked like a mix between the Vaudevillains and what's his name, Jack Gallagher or whatever. Just a big mustache with pretty much like Jack Gallagher there. The shorts with no knee pads and stuff. They're some kind of retro retard look there.
Is this a trend now? Is this like a fashion thing now that's happening in the UK that I don't know about? Because you had that Jack Gallagher guy, you had this guy, and then you had the Ravel Villains.
It's the same kind of guy, same kind of look, a big mustache with a weird kind of blonde haircut there. It was all weird blonde guys winning these matches. They have no fucking, I don't know. Then Tyler Bate defeated a guy called Tucker
from Belfast.
That's his name, Tucker. What the fuck is it like? I don't know. It's like some guy comes out, Smith. Who? This is Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Shouldn't he have a bit more to him there? Why the fuck am I going to care about this? A guy called Tucker wearing white tights. I never seen him before. I don't give a shit about him. And his name is simply Tucker. It's like, how the fuck do I get behind this there? I get
Yeah.
like the matches weren't bad matches. Some of them were cheaper than others there. But it was all just generic plain wrestling. It's just, oh, we have a guy from England that's the ring announcer. They had a guy from England that was the announcer. I forgot his name there. What's the name of the guy that was with Michael Cole?
I'm trying to remember myself.
Fuck him anyway. They're the guy who was the Ring of Honor champ before, I forget there, but fuck, it's not that important there. But that's all it was. Let's look British, pretty much. That's all it is. It's a show that looks British, and it was in England. That's all it was. Wrestling wise, it was pretty plain and cheap, I thought there. There wasn't anything like, at least with the cruiserweights, you get, different moves and more dangerous moves, high flying stuff, different shit. This was just plain average wrestling from guys that are from England or whatever, but it wasn't really good or exciting. What do you think, Jer?
You mean the whole tournament in general?
Well, it's only half of it. Maybe tomorrow might be better. I don't know there, but
the show I seen, I have to be brutally honest. Like, I seen the first two, I'm like, right, all right, it's not great, but I'll just keep watching. I'm not gonna lie. When it was approaching the end, I was even saying to WJ there, I was like, "When's this over, mate?" Like, fuck, it was so like I found it very boring. I have to be honest. Like, I didn't find this. And all these people are on Twitter now hyping this up, saying this is fantastic. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life. This type of shit.
Give them a show with wrestlers they don't know. They're gonna claim it's the best just to be. People always overhype the indies there. It's a bunch of small midgets I've never heard or seen before. This is great! This is awesome!
I love it. I love the mustaches.
Half the YWC are going to start growing mustaches tomorrow after watching this. Fuck me up the ass, mate.
Oh my god, I'm British now, mate.
Grab me by the stash and fuck me bumhole, mate. I'm a quitter, mate. I'm a fucking quitter, mate. There was one way to rate this show, Jerry. It's rated G, rated gay. That's how I rate it.
0 out of 10.
0 out of 10 rated gay. It's a bunch of boring, generic guys with either mustaches or beards, and none of them had anything to offer, pretty much. I don't know why they even did this, to be honest there, but...
Big waste of money, like.
And Triple H.
Waste of money, like.
It's going to be almost for certain or something that he said that they're going to have a weekly British show. Why would they do this?
And then he's going to go now to other countries. He's going to do like tournaments in like other countries like this.
Do they have a weekly Chinese show there? They don't.
They're going to have the Iceland Championship, WJ. Is that the next thing there? That everyone's going to compete in Iceland there, in the snow there, and compete for the Iceland Championship? Come on, guys. It was a load of. I thought it was a bit ridiculous. They could have given more character than mustaches and fucking long hair and motorcycle jackets. Bunch of fucking gimps, the whole fucking lot of them. Fucking and they were in a fucking opera show as well, like an opera house. It looked like something like, you know, like fucking where opera music's playing, like the fucking ballroom chandeliers and stuff. I thought it was just garbage. Fucking mustaches everywhere and shite, and everyone's gonna have a fuck him. Fuck him, that's what I say. Fuck him.
It's just trying to look different. That's all it is. Here's a tournament where we try to look British or something. Whoopie fucking do there. I don't think any of these guys have anything to offer. They're really, maybe some of them could be cruiserweights or something like this.
Wrestling Snowman has the right idea. The North Pole Championship coming soon. That's going to be the next thing, WJ.
Just a big waste of time, this. I'm going to watch the second half tomorrow. It might be more interesting. I don't know. There. Like, and this way it's rushed too, you know what I mean? You got 8 matches in 2 hours, you know about how long each match is going to be and everything, so it's hard to get excited for this, you know what I mean?
There's not even a story, like they're not even doing stories. Like they did something at the end though where it was like William Regal was like, "Did you enjoy this tournament, lads? Thought it was very good, so it did." And then they were ready to turn out, and the fucking Del Boy looking like hits fucking Agent 47 Hitman in the face, and then fucking Regal grabs him and says, "Don't mess this up. Don't mess this up, mate." And then the guy like literally looked terrified. I'm like, why you? You're a fucking hard man. Why are you scared of fucking Regal?
That was the guy with the mouth that was afraid of Regal there.
Yeah.
Please, mate. Just fuck me up the ass, mate. I'm a badass, mate. Fuck him, mate. Fuck him, mate. Well, that's about it, Jerry. Fuck this weird British bullshit thing.
Yeah.
Fuck it, mate. Anything else you want to say about this, Jerry?
Not really. I thought it was a big waste of time, like, if I'm being honest with you.
Take your fish and chips and shove it up your ass, you boring bastards, you. Until next time. Peace.